President Buhari sends ministerial list to Senate for screening. Passengers stranded as fuel scarcity hits Lagos. Some Kaduna train attack victims bitten by snakes, says negotiator. Away from Nigeria, Israel set for election as Prime Minister says coalition will disband. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has written to the Senate seeking the confirmation of 7 ministerial nominees. The nominees are Henry Ikechukwu, Abia State; Umana Okon Umana, Akwa Ibom State; Ekuma Joseph, Ebonyi State; Goodluck Nana Obia, Imo State; Umar Ibrahim Yakub, Kano State; Ademola Adewole, Ondo State; and then Odo Udi, Rivers State. The Senate has, however, not fixed a date yet for the screening exercise. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party has nominated Senator Philip Aduda as the new minority leader to fill the vacant seat created by Senator Naya Abaribe's defection. Also, the party nominated Senator Chukwuka Utazi as the new Senate minority whip. More details to follow in other bulletins. Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, is not admitting that names of some persons have been smuggled into the party's list of candidates submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission. The APC national chairman was not forthcoming with answers when he led a delegation to present Governor-elect of Ekiti State, Abiodun Abayomi Oyebanji, to President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday at the State House in Abuja. Kende Amodu reports.
President Buhari keenly followed Saturday's polls in Ekiti State and is delighted with the orderly conduct of the elections. He's also impressed with how the electorate and security agencies comported themselves. This is the first electoral victory of the party under the leadership of Senator Abdullahi Adamu. He is pledging that the victory will be replicated in Osun State next month. On the other hand, the governor-elect believes that the elections demonstrated that the APC is still the party of choice. The clear victory, he stressed, is a positive signal to the elections in Osun State and the national polls next year.
The last time I was here, I said that if performance will be an indicator for electoral success, that we have nothing to fear. So as far as we are concerned in APC, we did not involve in vote buying, but we've done so well, and we have a manifesto that pleases our people.
Beyond the celebrations, however, are allegations of the name of Senate President Ahmad Lawan appearing on the list of APC candidates sent to INEC, despite not participating in party primaries. It is a query the national chairman is not positively inclined to.
Everything we've done so far, we've done very carefully with legal consultation, and we're cocksure. We are not going to have the kind of speculation that you are, professing at this point in time. We are very comfortable with what we've done. You see, it's still pessimism.
Senator Adamu's elusive response to questions about names being smuggled into the candidates list of the APC may mean something is amiss, but all will be revealed in the weeks to come. From State House, Abuja, Kende Amodu, Trust TV News.
Prospective voter cards registrants in Zamfara State are again appealing to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to increase the number of registration officers to fast-track the registration exercise to enable more people register. They made the appeal while speaking with Trust TV News at some registration centers in Gusau, the Zamfara State capital, when they took advantage of the one-week public holiday declared by the state government for civil servants to enroll in the continuous voters registration. The report.
Zamfara state government had last week declared one-week public holiday to enable civil servants who have not participated in the continuous voters registration to do so. The One Walk Free Week in Zamfara State begins this Monday, 20th June to Friday, the 24th June 2022. Many residents of the states were trooping in at the different continuous voters registration centers in the Gusau metropolis to participate in the exercise. They observed that there is need for the Independent National Electoral Commission to add more manpower to make the enrollment faster and easier for prospective registrants in the state.
I have hope, but what I heard from people is that it's today it will be for men, that tomorrow women should come back. But still, we want to find out and ask so that we'll be sure. Because I heard from people, we are waiting to see, maybe we can see one of the officials from inside to know what we'll be able to come, how to come tomorrow, and then what we'll come with, and then the time.
The head of voter education and publicity, Bello Ibrahim, disclosed that 5 additional data capturing machines have been deployed to Zamfara State to help speed up the exercise. On the issue of underage registrations, he said the commission had put in place mechanisms to ensure that no underage person gets registered in Zamfara State.
So we are calling on people to avoid that. If you know you have registered, do not come and register. Unless if you have issue of transfer or any commission or omission in your particulars, maybe the name or the age or occupation or whatever, or maybe you registered in Lagos and you want to transfer to Zamfara, come and tell us. Or you registered in Zamfara and you now want to transfer to Lagos, we will address that.
We are trying our best. We have almost 10 logins that we are using here in the center. This is the main center, so we have almost 8 to 10 points where people are being registered. So the issue we are having, some of them will not come in time, and we normally open the center by 9 o'clock and we close by 3. But due to the crowd, sometimes we used to close the center by 5 p.m. because whoever is here, our aim here is to make sure that everybody that comes to the registration center has got his PVC.
At the various centers of the continuous voters registration visited, Trust TV News observed that most of the prospective registrants were youth who were eager to enroll, while others were there to collect their PVCs.
Leaders of Fulani communities in southwest Nigeria have urged members of its communities throughout the region who are 18 years and above to make sure that they obtain their PVC or revalidate same where necessary. The Sarkin Fulani of Lagos and Chairman Council of Fulani Chiefs in Southwest Alhaji Muhammad Bambado II disclosed this on Sunday while interacting with the leaders of Fulani communities from 5 southwest states and Kwara in his palace in Lagos. Trust TV's Abbas Ibrahim Dalibi reports.
The Sarkin Fulani of Lagos, Alhaji Muhammadu Abubakar Bambado, said the Fulani communities in Southwest, as members of the larger Nigerian society, commiserate with the government and the people of Ondo State over the gruesome murder of worshippers at Francis Catholic Church at Owo and other parts of the country in which innocent citizens are killed on daily basis.
As members of the larger Nigerian society, we commiserate with the government and people of Ondo State over the gruesome murder of people at Francis Catholic Church at Owo on Sunday, the 15th of June 2022, and other parts of the country in which innocent citizens are killed on daily basis.
Bambado added that the only way to record the much desired progress, prosperity and development on all fronts is to eschew bitterness and embrace peace.
Is to ensure bitterness and embrace peace. We all have a role to play to achieve this within the city, wherever we may domicile in the country.
Alhaji Muhammadu Bambado disclosed that the Fulani communities in the Southwest will perform their civic duty by participating in the 2023 electoral process to ensure that the right leaders emerge.
We must all make it a point of duty to perform our civic duty by participating in the electoral process. We should take this message to our different homes on the need for eligible voters in our communities to get their permanent voters card, PVC. As you are all aware, the PVC is the only ticket that empowers us as eligible voters recognized to vote at the polls.
Some of the leaders told Trust TV that most of their members have no PVC due to lack accessibility and technical know-how, as many were left behind as they don't know how to register their PVC online. Abbas Ibrahim Alibi, Trust TV, Lagos.
Now, ahead of the 2023 general elections, Nasarawa State gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Emmanuel Mbogadu, has picked Yahaya Usman Ehinoi as his running mate. Mbogadu made the disclosure at a meeting with the state working committee members of the party in Lafia. Correspondent Abubakar Abdullahi sent the report as presented in our studio.
The Nasarawa State PDP gubernatorial candidate, Mbogadu, said the party had zoned the position of running mate to Nasarawa West Senatorial District after due consultations with all the relevant organs of the party in the state. He explained that the party took the decision for strategic reasons to ensure victory at the 2023 polls.
Today, with a combined force of facilitating and ago, permit me to introduce a running mate, a brand new running mate that will stand with me in the process of giving an honorable and happy, honorable,
Mbogadu, a candidate of the party in 2019, who picked Ohenu, a two-term state House of Assembly member from Toko local government area of the state, said he had the pedigree and records of achievement to transform the state.
I believe having an executive power will enable me to do more than beyond the expectations of the people of Nasarawa State. And that is why I believe I am the best man for the job. And if you want to do any assessment in terms of youth empowerment, in 2011-2012, I trained more than 650 youth in School of Labor in Kaduna. The facts are there. You can go and investigate. We have everything to prove to you that I'll be a focused leader, I'll be a leader, I'll be a governor of the people of Nasarawa State, a governor that will represent the interests of everybody in Nasarawa State.
Mbogadu therefore said the party in the state is united and it will coast to victory in 2023. Earlier, Nasarawa State PDP chairman Francis Orogu corroborated the party candidate that the choice of the running mate was done after due consultations with all critical stakeholders of the party. Orogu said with the unveiling of the running mate, the party is sure of defeating the governing All Progressive Congress APC in the state.
This is not a joke, it's a reality. The time has come for the right company to be in place in this case. And we believe that those who know what it is know what it is.
PDP has ruled the state for 12 years, from 1999 to 2011, by two different governors, including the current APC national chairman Abdullahi Adamu, but all effort to return to power since then failed to yield results.
Moving on now to security matters, Tukur Mamu, Kaduna-based publisher who negotiated the release of 11 of the passengers who were abducted from a train in March, says some of the victims have been bitten by snakes. According to Mamu, there are many snakes in the forest where the captives are being held, adding that snake usually appears at night and the victims have no option but to use local treatment methods. The negotiator said that these snakes' bites can be life-threatening, where he called on government to intervene as a matter of urgency, as lack of proper treatment coupled with poor nutrition, poor sanitary conditions make the victims vulnerable. Bandits on Monday attacked intending pilgrims who were coming to Sokoto from Isa local government area. According to reports, the pilgrims were due for takeoff to the Holy Land today, Tuesday, by 7:30 a.m. The bandits were said to have attacked their convoy along Gundumi Forest, but their security escorts foiled the attack. A resident of Isa Town who confirmed the incident to our reporter said that the intending pilgrims escaped unhurt and some of them were brought back to the palace of Sarikin Gobir Isa. There are 21 intending pilgrims from Isa community. At the time of filing this report, Trust TV is yet to ascertain their condition. The acting public relations officer, Sokoto State Police Command, ASP Ahmad Rufai, said he was not aware of the attack. Staying with security, the corpses of another tragic incident. The corpses of the 4 out of the 6 victims of a boat accident along the Otuan and Ayama communities of Southern Ijo Local Government Council in Bayelsa State have been found. Of the 4 victims, 2 were identified to be corps members. It was gathered that the boat accident, which occurred on Saturday at about 4 p.m., was reportedly caused by bad weather, poor visibility, and lack of life jackets for the passengers. Now, fuel scarcity, which has spread to Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, over the weekend, is now biting harder, with motorists spending night at filling stations. Our correspondent, Abdulateef Aliyu, reports that many stations have run out of the commodity, while black marketers now make brisk sale. A check by our correspondent within Ikeja and its environs indicated that most petrol stations have closed down because they have run out of stock. However, some few filling stations dispensing have long queues between 500 meters to almost 1 kilometer as both the commercial and private vehicle owners scramble to get fuel. Now let's get perspectives on this. We have joined us via telephone Babatunde Remi, a public affairs analyst who is currently in Lagos. Thank you, Babatunde, for joining us on the news update.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you.
All right. Now, give us an overview of the situation in Lagos right now. Why the sudden resurgence?
We are really suffering in Lagos now because of the fuel, because the fuel already is part of our life. And we don't really know what's happening, but I believe that this is, to a large extent, a product of hoarding. So it's a product of hoarding, and we don't know where to go to now. And if this is not arrested immediately and the people, the stakeholders come together to discuss this, I don't know what will happen to the commercial activities in Lagos. So Lagos is really suffering now.
But is there any official statement or explanation for why this is happening now?
You know, the explanation can only come from the major stakeholders. You talk about NNPC, you talk about HIPMAN, that is Independent Petroleum Market Association of Nigeria, you talk about NUPENG, and I think HIPMAN made a statement. They came out to say that the operating environment is now hostile to their businesses. And that's the reason why HIPMAN started that's what HIPMAN said, that is causing the scarcity. And also, I think the World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Chubman Chodhori and Marco Hernandez, they said that subsidy has to be removed so that we can, constantly have fuel. I don't know, subsidy removal, hostile environment, insecurity, everything. So that's the major problem officially that has been declared.
But, I mean, is there any way out here? Like, how are Lagosians even coping with this? Is it that, do they have to now resort to black marketers or what? And I mean, just what's the outlook for economic activities in Lagos?
As I speak with you now, economic activities in Lagos are gradually being grounded. People cannot go to work, The average Nigerian is suffering. Even the people that are rich now, some of them, maybe if they get the fuel through back door, you see long queues in Lagos. The queues are very, very long. You see people with kegs. Even when you go to the filling station and you get to the stations where they manage to have fuel, quote and unquote, you still have to part with something, and it's really affecting us economically. And the average man is really, really suffering. I wish that the stakeholders can come together and talk about it. Let's have a lasting solution to this fuel something, because we are tired. Long queues, people cannot go to work. Offices are shutting down before their normal closing time. It's it's very sad, very sad.
Well, thank you so much, Babatunde, for joining us and giving us the update on what's happening as regards fuel scarcity in Lagos. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
All right, now moving on. Coming up shortly, we are going to be taking a short breather, and then when we return, newspaper vending. Details and more shortly. Join us again. Welcome back. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. Here's a reminder of our top stories. President Buhari sends ministerial list to Senate for screening. Passengers stranded as fuel scarcity hits Lagos. A total of 41 confirmed cases of monkeypox and 1 death has so far been recorded across the country this year. The Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Ifedayo Adetifa, stated this on Monday during the Federal Ministry of Health bi-weekly COVID-19 update in Abuja. He said that among the 41 cases so far reported in 2022, there had been no evidence of any new or unusual transmission of the virus, nor changes in its clinical manifestation documented in Nigeria as compared to other countries. He added that no death had been recorded from COVID-19 in the last 5 weeks. Association of Bauchi Slaughter Slab has appealed to the state government to come to their aid in the area of environmental hygiene and sanitary exercise for the benefit of all humanity. They made the appeal when a group of public health students from University of Ibadan State Study Center visited the chicken slab at Mudalawal Market. Adamu Imam has more.
The students were at the chicken slaughter's lab to see how animal carcass is prepared for human consumption as part of their continuous assessment. Chairman of the association, Sani Muhammad, acknowledged that the environment is not conducive in terms of hygiene for a business that handles consumable like meat, and called on the state government to complement the effort of the group to ensure that the environment is healthy. We need government to help us keep this place clean because it is not healthy enough. As a business that involves everybody, keeping this place clean will be more attractive for customers. The student class representative Ibrahim Muhammad also advised the association to adopt personal hygiene measures as well as a workable system that will help maintain their workplace.
Places where these chickens are being slaughtered, not only the place but the method of handling the chickens, possibly as it affects public health issues. That's because of this, and to see how we can advise them to do what they can do within their own limits, and then forward the sport authority on what is needed to be done here, but they in person cannot handle themselves.
Some of the students explained some of the things they observed in relation to the public health of the slaughter operators and patronizing publics, and encouraged them to make sure that the environment is friendly for customers.
Mix of PPE, that's personal protective equipment, and to provide the mix of way of slaughtering their carcass and the chickens because it's too poor and it's too dirty.
Now, newspaper vending is an old business which has been a source of living for many around the globe and in Nigeria. However, the technological advancement of the 21st century has adversely affected the business, losing customers to online newspaper platforms. Ibrahim Ismail takes a look at the struggles some newspaper vendors go through to remain in business despite all the odds.
60-year-old Balamai Jarida has been a newspaper vendor since 1980. When he was a teenager, his dream was to become a journalist. Even though his dream was not realized, Bala found solace in newspaper vending. When I was a kid in primary school, they used to ask us in class about what we want to become in the future. Some will choose farming, but I said I want to be a journalist. They called me Balamai Jarida. Since then, I became a vendor. He said despite the threat to the newspaper vending by the digital technology, he still makes fortune in the business. The business has some setbacks. In Gombe, I used to receive 500 copies of Daily Trust newspaper daily. I distribute to vendors and agents in Ilini, Kaltungo, Kumo and Nashaka. But due to the mobile technology, sales have dropped. The companies also cut the supply. Now I only receive 30, 35 to 40 copies.
Yanzu duka abin da nake samu baya wuce kwafi 30, 35, 40. Alhamdulillah.
Thanks to Allah, I achieved a lot and I still make fortunes. I fend for myself, married second and third wife, bought farm and piece of land. I am still in the business.
And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching. Bye.